Hello everybody and welcome to Premium Collection and to the beginning of my Disney Pixar Cars Race-O-Rama Retrospective. The way the series is going to work is we're going to take a look at 5 cars in each video from the 2009 Race-O-Rama mainline, and we're going to look around the packaging, take a look at the car itself, and maybe what it comes with inside the package, if it has an accessory or something, and just kind of mostly talk nostalgia, memories, and stuff like that. Now, I hope to get through all of the die-cast that Race-O-Rama released, but I also would like to do some other things besides the main line, like take a look at some of the play sets, track sets, gift packs, all that other stuff that got released with the Race-O-Rama branding on it. I consider Race-O-Rama to be my favorite line that Mattel's ever done. I think it's really nostalgic, even if some of the releases are of poorer quality. I still think it's really cool to take a look back at what came before and why I think this line is so great. So with all that said, at the end of each video, I would like to give one of these lucky cars the premium award, or whatever I end up deciding to call it. So one of these cars I'm going to pick out for either being the most unique or the most interesting to me, and yeah, it'll be the king of the crop. So yeah, let's go ahead and start with number 1, Lightning McQueen, and work our way through to number 5, Dinoco McQueen. Alright, so what better place to start with than number 1, Lightning McQueen. So this line came out in 2009 and has the Race-O-Rama branding to tie in with the Disney Pixar Cars Race-O-Rama video game that was released around the same time. So let's go ahead and get up close and personal here. So on the card we have the pretty generic Lightning McQueen stock image that we're pretty used to, and in the background we have a stadium. I'm pretty sure that this is the Los Angeles International Speedway from the end of the first film. That's what it looks like to me, at least. And it's so vibrant. You can see really up close there. Lots of people in the crowd. We got the Dinoco tent, some of the RVs, which is really cool to see, and the grass. I think the green grass really helps things stand out. It's weird that they don't put them on the pavement of the track, but I love this so much. It looks so good. The Race-O-Rama logo as well. It doesn't say, oh, the video game and buy it. Some of you know the Daredevil Garage app. So I think it looks really clean. And on the back, this is the only thing I would consider strange, is visit theworldofcars.com, build a car, race it online. Okay, we'll talk about that in a minute. But what is strange is you always have Lightning McQueen saying, meet my friend Ron Hover. Circling above the track, news chopper Ron Hover covers all the action of every big race for the revving up racing fans. So I think it's kind of a weird way to introduce a character and try to sell you on them. I think it's much more interesting to just have the different cars that are coming out at the time on the back, so you know who to collect. But yeah, so up front we have a ticket that says Lightning McQueen number 1, and they're color coded. So that's kind of how the series works, and I think it's really cool. And we got the little Piston Cup logo to help sell that. But yeah, you can see there's codes on the back of each ticket that you could punch in online to go on to theworldofcars.com, which is that MMO that was out about the same time. And yeah, I played it as a kid, but I never really used the tickets like that. So anyways, now for Lightning McQueen himself, this is just the older version of the car with the old deco, so he's missing the Rusty's logo up there, but everything is nice and clean and pristine. It looks pretty good. Clean release, pretty cool die-cast car, and what better way to start than with Lightning McQueen. Next up, we have number 2, Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen, which a lot of people are currently fighting in 2025 tooth and nail over this guy, thinking that he is some, exclusive chase piece, but he's not. He's been released pretty consistently since 2007. But let's go ahead and take a nice look at the back. So we got the classic render of Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen. Mine's a little dusty, but same background and pretty much the exact same pose. So it looks pretty good in my opinion. And we have the ticket, and it's a part of the Radiator Springs collection. And in the bottom, we have a pamphlet, and that would just have all your cars that were out at the time. And on the back, we have Kathy Copter. Okay. So, yeah, I don't think McQueen's necessarily friends with them. I'm pretty sure this is the helicopter that outed McQueen in Radiator Springs. I can't really remember, but same idea. We got the plug for the worldofcars.com. Like I said, I played it some as a kid, but I never entered my tickets. I never saved those. Now, as far as up close and personal, the only issue with the release this year is for some reason this version of McQueen and the next one that we'll be taking a look at later, they got these white parts in the eyes, a tint of pink. You can almost see it on my release as well. It's not as bad as others, but it looks like McQueen just straight up has pink eye, and it looks really bad. I'm not sure how that error started, but yeah, it doesn't look very good. But I really do like the Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen look. I wish it would have showed up more in the shorts and stuff like that. I know it appeared some in Mater's Tall Tales, Made in the Ghostlight, but I don't know. I wish this was kind of his fallback paint job. Besides that, solid release, different ticket, and yeah, everything looks pretty cool on this one. I've got to say, it looks pretty sharp. And next up, we have number 3, Dirt Track Lightning McQueen, also from Radiator Springs. And this one is pretty different from the bunch. So let's go ahead and take a look at the package. We have Dirt Track Lightning McQueen, which is probably one of the worst renders out there, maybe in my opinion. It is nostalgic, but it's pretty clear that it is a regular Lightning McQueen that they pretty poorly did a Photoshop of. Like, that just looks like an airbrush effect, but it's not the worst thing ever, but it does look lazy. It definitely doesn't, well, I guess it does match the diecast a little bit, but we'll get into that here in a minute. So the render is definitely interesting, to say the least. We got the ticket there, number 3, and we have the same pamphlet in the bottom with the releases at the time. On the back, we have the worldofcars.com with the ticket, this time with Darrow Car Trip, which is pretty cool, and it says, boogity, 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 boys, let's go racing. That's really cool. So, yeah, pretty cool. Now, for the diecast itself, this is a matte finish car. You can see it's not glossy, and it looks rather dull, and Lightning McQueen's mouth is not painted, which is still an issue to this day. Lots of people hate it. I noticed it when I was a kid, but it never bothered me, but it kind of bothers me a little bit more now, but it still really doesn't. Anyways, still no rusties on the spoiler. I don't know if they fix that on the modern Dirt Track Lightning McQueens, but the wheels are a solid tan color to match the sand of the desert, and up the side, there's kind of like an upsplash, dusty coating. And yeah, you can see no shimmer on Lightning McQueen besides on the glass. But everything looks pretty good all the way around. Lots of people hate on Dirt Track Lightning McQueen, but I gotta say, I really love him. I never had this one during the Race-O-Rama line, but I did have him from the Supercharged release in 2007. Pretty cool release, but definitely a flawed one at that. Next up, we got what would be considered a fan favorite, and that is Cruisin' Lightning McQueen, also from the Radiator Springs series. So let's take a look at that render. Same one we've seen all along. Looks really, really nice. A lot of character there. He just kind of looks charming, I guess. He's definitely a changed car, that's for sure. But I love the white walls, and I love the shiny metallic look that translated super well to the die cast, which we'll look at in a minute. There's his ticket, number 4, and around in the back we have Edwin Cranks. He looks pretty cool back there. We got our plug for the World of Cars, collect by ticket color, and as we go back around in the front, let's take a look at the die cast up close and personal. So this is the other die cast that suffers from the pink issue. So you might see versions of this die cast that have a lot of pink down here. We can see definitely not white, a little tint of pink, but the eyes actually aren't pinked out. Doesn't look like he has pink eyes, so that's really good. One issue with the earlier Cruisin' Lightning McQueens is the bumper stickers are not on the back of these older releases. They have fixed it with the modern re-releases, but at the time that was not the case. We got the nice white wall tires that I think should look a little bit thicker, you know, the white on it at least. We got the grin up front, and we just have that nice, calm, relaxed expression straight from the movie. This one looks really good. It's really a fan favorite. I think a lot of people really like Cruisin' Lightning McQueen. He's just such a great design, and certainly a really unique interpretation of Lightning McQueen. So I'm glad that we got this one re-released for Race-O-Rama, and he looks really good on the packaging as well. Finally, we have number 5, Dinoco Lightning McQueen, who is from the Dinoco series, and this one's actually somewhat rare on eBay, a little bit more expensive at that. I wouldn't say necessarily rare, but yeah, he's definitely a little bit more pricey. We've seen a lot of Dinoco Lightning McQueen releases at the time. Same thing with like Cruisin' Lightning McQueen, just really popular versions of McQueen, and people will definitely spend money to try to get him in their collection. So looking at the artwork, it is 100% the same as regular Lightning McQueen, just with the blue colors. I can't say that that's a complaint, that's just an observation. But the blue stands out with the green grass and the white in the background, so I gotta say, looks really good and pops out quite nicely. We have a blue ticket for Dinoco, number 5, and around back we have our plug for the worldofcars.com. This time we have Dexter Hoover, who I'm pretty sure ends up on the back of several packages. Can't really remember, but yep, we got him from the Piston Cup. And back around on the front, we can take a look at the diecast up close. Dinoco Lightning McQueen, missing the details on his spoiler, which are in the package. He looks good, not too much different from a regular Lightning McQueen release, same expression, and yeah, he just looks really good in blue for some reason. But I gotta say, I prefer the regular red Rusty's color that we see on Lightning McQueen, but the blue also looks really nice juxtaposition. And on the back, we actually have the Dinoco wording below the spoiler, which looks really nice. So up close, the decals look really clean, really pristine. But other than that, this is just a simple recolor and redecoing of a basic Lightning McQueen. And that pretty much rounds out the 5 diecasts that I have for this video. Alright, now that we've taken a look at all 5 diecasts, it's time to decide who's getting the premium award for the first episode of the Race-O-Rama Retrospective, and that award will be going to none other than Cruisin' Lightning McQueen. The reason I chose him is just because of how unique of a car he is from the bunch. Even though Dirt Track Lightning McQueen is really unique from the bunch when you consider that he has a matte finish, he just comes up shy from missing his mouth being painted and missing the rusties on the spoiler. And even though Cruisin' Lightning McQueen is missing his rear bumper stickers from Lizzie, he still looks really sharp, really clean, and even with the slight pink defect on the side, he looks phenomenal, especially with that metallic shimmer that we've all come to know and love. Now, Sorry, Radiator Springs Lightning McQueen is a great contender as well, but just is not as unique as the regular Cruisin' Lightning McQueen. Also, let me know down in the comments below who you think you would give the Premium Award to. Even if you agree with my pick of Cruisin' Lightning McQueen, let me know why you think he deserves it over the rest, or if you have a different pick that's not Cruisin' Lightning McQueen, let me know why they deserve the Premium Award instead. And yeah, I'm really excited to read your comments and really interested in what you guys have to say. But other than that, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope to continue this series with the next 5 cars here within the next couple weeks. But with all that said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.